Father-daughter relationships can get complicated, especially if your dad is the president. Tiffany Trump may be more of a low-key member among the Trump children, but these things you didn't know about Tiffany and Donald Trump's relationship reveal so much about their specific dynamic, and it's seriously awkward. Let's take a look at the truth about Tiffany's relationship with Trump. Tiffany Trump's mom. Tiffany Trump's family background is marked by the complex dynamics of her parents' relationship. Born to Donald Trump and Marla Maples, Tiffany's arrival came amid the tumult of her parents' unconventional union. Donald Trump, who was married to Ivanka Trump at the time, embarked on a relationship with Maples, ultimately leading to their marriage in December 1993, just a few months after Tiffany's birth. Despite the formalization of their relationship, Donald's sentiments regarding his involvement with Maples have been candidly disclosed over the years. In various interviews, he hinted at his engagement with other romantic partners during his time with Maples, casting shadows over the sincerity of their relationship. One particularly memorable moment unfolded during a 2004 interview with Howard Stern, where Donald recounted his initial reaction to Maples' pregnancy announcement. His candid portrayal of the situation, marked by surprise and uncertainty, revealed the complex dynamics of their relationship. Yet, despite the intricacies of her parentage, Tiffany Trump has navigated her upbringing with resilience and grace. Her father, Donald Trump, has publicly praised her attributes, describing her as a remarkable individual with a compassionate heart and impressive academic achievements. However, amidst the outward admiration, lingering doubts persist about the sincerity of Donald's sentiments, given the tumultuous history surrounding Tiffany's birth and upbringing. Donald Trump wasn't around when Tiffany Trump was growing up. As a real estate mogul, businessman, and later president, Donald Trump's demanding schedule left him with limited time to spend with his children. However, Tiffany Trump's relationship with her father faced additional challenges beyond his busy schedule. Following Trump and Marla Maples' divorce in 1999, Maples sought to shield Tiffany from the public eye by settling in California. Consequently, Tiffany found herself residing on the opposite coast from her father. Marla Maples acknowledged the geographical distance between Tiffany and Donald, revealing that she made efforts to facilitate occasional visits between them. However, the physical separation between father and daughter undoubtedly posed a significant barrier to fostering a close relationship. Despite sporadic visits to New York to see her father at his office, Tiffany and Donald's interactions were limited, contributing to the strain on their relationship. Marla Maples claims Donald Trump doesn't spend any time with Tiffany. If you were to delve into Marla Maples' perspective, you'd find that the term dad holds a somewhat honorary status when it comes to Donald Trump's role in his daughter Tiffany's life. Maples, while acknowledging Trump's financial support, reveals a dynamic that's more nuanced than the traditional father-daughter relationship. In a candid interview with People magazine back in 2016, Maples shed light on their unconventional familial setup. Her daddy is a good provider when it comes to financial matters and education, she shared, indicating Trump's willingness to support them materially. However, when it came to the day-to-day intricacies of parenting, Maples asserted that it was primarily her responsibility. Her father wasn't able to be there with day-to-day skills as a parent, she admitted. Despite Trump's love for his children being undeniable, Maples portrayed their interactions as more akin to negotiations rather than the typical fatherly involvement. Maples' efforts to maintain a connection between Tiffany and her father were evident in her actions. She recounted bringing Tiffany to New York City a few times a year, arranging visits to Trump's office, and dinners with him and his then-wife, Melania. It was a deliberate attempt to foster a consistent and healthy relationship between Tiffany and her father amidst the geographical and emotional distance. Throughout the interview, Maples reiterated the narrative of Tiffany being raised by a single mother, emphasizing her own pivotal role in Tiffany's upbringing. However, she also underscored the importance of ensuring Tiffany had regular contact with her father. Despite their unconventional family dynamics, Donald may have implied Tiffany Trump was an accident. It seems Donald Trump may have inadvertently divulged an interesting tidbit about his daughter Tiffany's arrival into the world. In a revelation that emerged from 15 hours of audio from The Howard Stern Show, released to Newsweek, Trump's recollection of Marla Maples' pregnancy with Tiffany paints a picture of surprise and perhaps unintended parenthood. During an interview with the Shock Jock in 2004, The Apprentice alum reportedly confessed to initially receiving the news with less than overwhelming enthusiasm. "I'm glad it happened. I have a great little daughter, Tiffany," Trump admitted. However, his initial reaction hinted at a sense of incredulity. "But, at the time it was like, 'Excuse me, what happened?' And then I said, 'Well, what are we going to do about this?'" Trump recounted. Maples, on the other hand, appeared to embrace the news wholeheartedly. "Are you serious? It's the most beautiful day of our lives," she reportedly responded, a sentiment that left Trump somewhat taken aback. Interestingly, Trump also allegedly shared his assumption that Maples was using birth control at the time of Tiffany's conception, adding another layer of intrigue to the story. In a separate segment on Stern's show, also via Newsweek, Trump delved into the financial ramifications of expanding his family. With each new addition, he joked about the inevitable shrinking of the inheritance pie for each child. "Well, it does cut up the pie as you keep producing," he quipped, showcasing his characteristic blend of business-minded pragmatism and off-the-cuff humor. Donald Trump didn't seem too upset when a staffer fat-shamed Tiffany. In a stunning turn of events in late August 2019, President Donald Trump's personal assistant, Madeleine Westerhout, found herself at the center of controversy and subsequently lost her job after disclosing sensitive details about Trump's family to the press. Among the revelations was a particularly jarring allegation that POTUS had made disparaging remarks about his daughter Tiffany, Trump's weight. Westerhout purportedly disclosed that Trump had expressed concerns about Tiffany's weight, suggesting she should shed some pounds before being photographed alongside him. Additionally, she allegedly claimed that Trump favored Ivanka and considered Tiffany less important than his other daughters. Shockingly, Westerhout even went as far as to suggest that the president might not even recognize Tiffany if she were in a lineup. In most circumstances, such revelations would undoubtedly elicit a fierce and immediate response from any parent, let alone the President of the United States. However, in a surprising twist, Trump's reaction appeared to be less confrontational than expected. Despite Westerhout's subsequent termination from her position, Trump took to Twitter to express a rather forgiving stance towards her. While Madeleine Westerhout has a fully enforceable confidentiality agreement, she is a very good person, and I don't think there would ever be reason to use it, Trump tweeted. He continued, "She called me yesterday to apologize, had a bad night. I fully understand and forgave her. I love Tiffany, doing great." Trump's response to the situation was met with a mix of astonishment and speculation. Some viewed his forgiving demeanor as a testament to his ability to prioritize personal relationships over professional indiscretions. Others questioned whether Trump's leniency was perhaps indicative of a larger pattern of downplaying or dismissing problematic behavior within his inner circle. Did Tiffany Trump dodge a kiss from her dad? In a moment that sent ripples of awkwardness across social media, Tiffany Trump reportedly executed a swift dodge to avoid a kiss from her father during an October 2016 presidential debate. The cringeworthy incident unfolded at the conclusion of his heated showdown with Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton on October 9, 2016. As each candidate welcomed their respective families on stage, Donald Trump made a move to plant a kiss on Tiffany's cheek in a customary display of familial affection. However, his attempt was met with an unexpected twist when Tiffany, seemingly engrossed in conversation with someone behind her, turned her head at the last moment, narrowly evading her father's kiss. A viral clip capturing the moment showcases Tiffany, subtly leaning back away from her father's advance, only to quickly recover by gently rubbing his arm in what appeared to be a gesture of warmth. The internet erupted with speculation and commentary over the incident, with some interpreting Tiffany's smooth evasion as a deliberate snub. While it's impossible to ascertain Tiffany's intentions with absolute certainty, her seamless maneuver led many to ponder whether this was not the first time she had deftly sidestepped her father's displays of affection. Donald Trump didn't treat Tiffany Trump the same way he treated his other children. A Vanity Fair profile delving into the dynamics between Ivanka and Tiffany. Trump shed light on the disparities in treatment among Trump's children. Ivanka Trump's book, The Trump Card, offered insights into Tiffany's experience, suggesting that she didn't receive the same level of privileges as her older siblings. Ivanka acknowledged that Tiffany simply desired to partake in the same privileges that her peers enjoyed, akin to what she would have experienced had she lived under their father's roof. However, Ivanka attributed this discrepancy more to geographical distance than any deliberate omission or negative sentiment towards Tiffany. Trump favors Ivanka over Tiffany. Donald Trump's fondness for his daughter Ivanka has never been a secret. In fact, it's been a topic of discussion, often tinged with an uncomfortable overtone. On numerous occasions, Trump has openly declared Ivanka as his favorite child, a sentiment that hasn't gone unnoticed by those observing their relationship. In contrast, Trump's relationship with Tiffany seems to lack the same level of warmth and affection. Body language expert Dr. Lillian Glass, analyzing their interactions during a 2018 appearance, noted a stark contrast in Trump's demeanor towards Tiffany compared to Ivanka. According to Glass, Trump's apathetic attitude towards Tiffany is evident, with his negative feelings towards her mother, Marla Maples, seemingly influencing his perception of Tiffany. It's obvious that his negative feelings towards Tiffany's mother have leaked over to Tiffany, as she is clearly not his favorite, Glass remarked. It seems he doesn't respect her as much as he does Ivanka. Tiffany Trump is known as the other Trump. Throughout Donald Trump's political career, his children Ivanka, Eric, and Don Jr. have been prominent figures, actively involved in his campaign and administration. However, Tiffany Trump, his daughter from his marriage to Marla Maples, has often taken a more reserved role, leading to her being labeled as the other or forgotten Trump. Even Trump's own actions seem to reinforce this perception. In various public appearances, including one alongside Tiffany and Ivanka in 2018, Trump consistently placed Ivanka before Tiffany, both in his speech and his body language. This subtle hierarchy within the family dynamic did not go unnoticed. Furthermore, Trump's public statements have also contributed to this narrative. During an interview with Fox and Friends, he remarked that he was proud of Tiffany to a lesser extent compared to his other children. This comment, albeit possibly unintentional, underscored the notion that Tiffany occupies a lower rung on the ladder of Trump's paternal pride. Sources claim they've barely spoken since Donald Trump was inaugurated. The transition into the role of President of the United States appears to have widened the gap between Donald Trump and his daughter Tiffany. Since his inauguration, their communication reportedly dwindled to the point where they would sometimes go for extended periods without speaking, and Tiffany went for a significant stretch without seeing her father. An unnamed insider disclosed, "The last time she was at a family function with him, it was awkward for her and she didn't feel totally welcome." This source suggested that while there were moments of bonding between Tiffany and her father during Trump's presidential campaign, those instances became scarce once he assumed office. The strained relationship they've had throughout Tiffany's life allegedly worsened under the spotlight of the presidency. However, another insider offered a contrasting perspective, indicating that while Tiffany and Donald Trump's relationship may not be effortless, it isn't necessarily adversarial either. This second source claimed that Tiffany still participates in White House holiday gatherings with her father, suggesting that despite their reported distance, there are still moments of familial connection. Tiffany was practically estranged from her father. During Donald Trump's presidential campaign, Tiffany Trump stepped into the spotlight, delivering a speech at the 2016 Republican National Convention. While her address lacked personal anecdotes about her father, she confidently took the stage as a supporter of his candidacy. However, once Trump secured the presidency, the frequency of their interactions dwindled significantly. In the aftermath of his inauguration, Tiffany and her father sometimes went for extended periods without speaking, and there were stretches where she didn't see him at all. The strained relationship between them, which had persisted throughout Tiffany's life, appeared to worsen under the intense scrutiny of the presidency. Acknowledging the toll his presidency took on his family, Trump disclosed in an interview with Brett Baier for Fox News' Special Report that he made the decision not to involve them in his potential third run for the presidency. He cited the emotional toll the presidency had exacted on his loved ones, stating, "That's enough for the family. It's too painful for the family. My family's been through hell." However, with Trump's presidential term coming to an end in 2021, there may be hope for reconciliation between him and Tiffany. The conclusion of his official duties as President of the United States offers a potential opportunity for the father and daughter to reconnect and mend their strained relationship. Ivanka intervened to help Tiffany Trump get an allowance increase. When Tiffany Trump, then a 15-year-old, sought to negotiate a bump in her financial support from her affluent father, it was her elder sister Ivanka who came to her aid. Ivanka revealed in her book, The Trump Card, Playing to Win in Work and Life, that she successfully persuaded Donald Trump to bestow upon Tiffany her first credit card for Christmas, complete with a modest monthly allowance. Reflecting on their family dynamics, Ivanka remarked that if Tiffany had been living under the same roof as their father, she would have had the opportunity to approach him for additional funds periodically, with a high likelihood of receiving them. She noted instances when their father would spontaneously lavish them with gifts for no apparent reason, experiences that Tiffany may have missed out on due to their physical separation. Tiffany reportedly received a monthly allowance of precisely $500 from her father while she attended the University of Pennsylvania. Known for her frugality, Tiffany adhered diligently to her budget, ensuring every cent was spent judiciously. Despite her careful financial management, there were still moments of apparent financial constraint. The New York Post reported that Tiffany faced a dilemma when she couldn't afford a designer dress for the 2016 Republican National Convention. However, she allegedly felt too embarrassed to borrow one from Ivanka, fearing her sister's judgment. In a candid moment with photographer Scott Nathan, Tiffany confessed, "I don't want her to know I don't have any money." Did Donald Trump objectify Tiffany when she was an infant? Donald Trump's penchant for making eyebrow-raising comments about his daughters has been a subject of scrutiny over the years. While his remarks about Ivanka's attractiveness have been widely documented, his comments about Tiffany, his daughter with Marla Maples, have also stirred controversy, albeit to a lesser extent. One incident that resurfaced involves Trump's comments about Tiffany's appearance when she was just an infant. Reportedly, during an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Trump remarked that Tiffany had inherited his lips, but expressed a hope that she would grow out of that. Although seemingly innocent at first glance, these comments take on a different tone in today's climate. However, it was a remark made during an interview on Robin Leach's Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous in 1994 that truly raised eyebrows. Trump, referring to his then-baby daughter, commented, "She's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet," gesturing towards his chest before adding, "But time will tell." The suggestive nature of Trump's remarks drew criticism and fueled discomfort among many. Interestingly, in 2016, Robin Leach came to Trump's defense, dismissing the backlash as an overreaction driven by those with a bias against Donald Trump. Leach argued that dredging up a decades-old interview to criticize Trump was unnecessary and unfair, suggesting that it was merely a product of anti-Trump sentiment. Donald may not be quite as proud of Tiffany Trump as his other kids. The strained relationship between Tiffany and Donald Trump could be attributed, at least in part, to the physical distance that separated them for a significant period of time. According to a source cited by People in 2018, the geographical separation between Tiffany and her father played a role in their emotional detachment. This source suggested that the strained relationship between Trump and his second wife, Marla Maples, contributed to Tiffany not being as deeply integrated into the family dynamic as her siblings Ivanka, Eric, and Don Jr. Consequently, Tiffany grew up somewhat independently from the rest of the Trump clan, with limited involvement in the family affairs. In a perhaps unintentional slight, President Trump's comments during a 2016 call to Fox News raised eyebrows regarding his relationship with Tiffany. While expressing pride in his children, Trump seemed to downplay Tiffany's accomplishments by referring to her as having just graduated from college and being to a lesser extent part of the group. Despite his likely well-intentioned praise, the choice of words appeared to underscore a perceived disparity in his treatment of his offspring, eliciting a sense of discomfort. It's worth noting that such remarks may have been made offhandedly and without malicious intent. However, they nonetheless shed light on the complexities of the Trump family dynamics and the nuanced relationships between its members. The incident serves as a reminder of the impact that seemingly innocuous comments can have, especially within the context of a high-profile family under constant public scrutiny. The former first daughter's wedding reunited the whole family. Amid the political fervor that typically surrounds the Trump family, a different kind of celebration took center stage during the Election Day weekend of 2022. Tiffany Trump, the youngest daughter of Donald Trump, exchanged vows with her beau, billionaire heir Michael Boulos, in a picturesque wedding ceremony. The venue? None other than Mar-a-Lago, Donald's lavish estate in Florida, where the entire Trump clan gathered to witness the joyous occasion. The wedding served as a significant moment for the Trump family, fostering a sense of unity and acceptance. According to insiders, Tiffany's marriage brought her closer to her family, forging stronger bonds within the clan. Even amidst the backdrop of Donald's legal troubles, the newlyweds found time to celebrate with him. Joining fellow partygoers as the former commander-in-chief showcased his DJ skills. Despite their unconventional family dynamics, love and affection are evidently present among the Trumps. Donald himself expressed his fondness for Tiffany to reporters, dispelling rumors suggesting otherwise. "I love Tiffany," he affirmed, emphasizing her positive attributes. Similarly, Tiffany reciprocated the sentiment, acknowledging her father's motivational influence in her life. In an interview with Du Jour, she reflected on her relationship with Donald, acknowledging that while he may not fit the mold of a typical father figure, his support and encouragement have left a lasting impact on her. In conclusion, Tiffany Trump's relationship with her father, Donald Trump, has been marked by complexities and contrasts, from moments of strained interaction to occasional displays of affection. While she may have taken a back seat to her siblings in the public eye, Tiffany remains an integral part of the Trump family, navigating the challenges of familial dynamics under the intense spotlight of political life. What are your thoughts on Tiffany's relationship with her father and her place within the Trump family? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.